International Bereaved Mother's Day began in 2010 in Australia, and then going forward was declared as the first Sunday in May. Traditional Mother's Day is always the second Sunday in May. Today, I want to wish all my fellow bereaved moms out there a happy Mother's Day. I know that for most of you, Mother's Day is a day of emotional struggle and immense pain. But you are not alone, and we're in this together. My name is Tracy Oeser, and I am the founder of Journey Through Grief, which is a platform for suicide loss survivors. If you have found this video, but you have not lost a child, or you haven't lost a child specifically to suicide, I still invite you to stay with me till the end, because this may give you the opportunity to learn the best way to support your friends either today or next weekend on the traditional Mother's Day. If you have lost a child, I truly empathize with you, as I lost my daughter in 2006. While it's been many years since my loss, the sting is still there, but I don't feel the need to run from it. Whether you lost your child to illness, accident, or while you were carrying them in your womb, I think it is important for you to understand that your role and being acknowledged as a mom didn't end when your child's life did. You have every right to celebrate this holiday. It just looks different in the midst of grief. If your child is alive, but they've strayed away from you this year, this message may resonate with you also. But right now, I want to talk to the moms who have lost a child to suicide. I separate these moms because first, that's how I lost my daughter, so I can wholly resonate with how that grief feels in this space. Secondly, because surviving moms of suicide loss have additional nuances placed on them in their grieving process that other moms who have lost a child by other means may not have. Once a child dies by suicide, sometimes women feel the need to hide the fact that they are moms at all. A lot of this has to do with wanting to hide trauma. We're human. We don't want to bring trauma and pain onto ourselves if we can help it. But reality is we live in a human society where we're exposed to peer pressure. To be polite, we wish every woman a happy Mother's Day so that a mother doesn't feel excluded. Let's face it, that seems normal and appropriate. Giving someone a compliment is always good. Before losing my daughter, I was no different. As humans, we don't want mothers to be forgotten on Mother's Day and hurt their feelings. So the first thing you can do for yourself is to accept that you cannot get away from this holiday. It's there. It's important. You need to figure out how you choose to receive it. You could choose to isolate yourself, but I think the healthier option is to face your fear. There is the fear of feeling pain, and there is the fear of interacting with the people who we're going to come in contact with. As you know, you cannot control the behavior of other people. We know you could get approached, and we know that all the messaging is around us. But if someone says Happy Mother's Day to us and we break out in tears, somehow we've assumed we're required to explain to people why we're upset. If you break down in front of someone, it is acceptable to just say something like, "Sorry for my sudden behavior, this has nothing to do with you." That gives them off the hook for feeling fault, and you have not shared any personal information of yourself. If they still go further and ask why you were upset, you're not wrong for keeping that information to yourself. Just simply say, "It's a hard day for me, and I'd prefer not to talk about it." And that's where you leave it. I think a lot of times we feel as if we need permission about how we interact with others at the expense of our own feelings. But your life is your life. If you are one of those people who see another person get upset with well wishes and then try to prod for personal information, please stop it. There's a fine line between making sure someone isn't in crisis, needing our attention, and trying to get more information than you really need. If someone says they are having a hard day, just respect that. And I'm just talking about simple interaction here. If someone is upset, potentially in a life-threatening situation, or they need professional intervention, that's different. At this point, I want to give you some tools for not only getting through Mother's Day, but as a way of moving forward. You could be stuck. This whole grief process could be daunting for you. So here are my suggestions. Number one, I want you to sit with the idea that you deserve the Mother's Day holiday. Just because there is a separate day to acknowledge those moms who are grieving, that doesn't make you less worthy of congratulations. If we really want to get honest, you are doubly blessed because you get to celebrate twice. Once on Bereaved Mother's Day, and then again on Traditional Mother's Day. That's right, Traditional Mother's Day is still for you to share into. Like I said at the beginning of this video, losing them did not terminate your role as a mother. You have that distinction forever. Number 2, let's be honest. We're moms. We were ingrained with the idea that these children were our responsibility. So them not being here opens us up to guilt. You may not want to acknowledge the holiday because you feel guilty that they aren't here. Those feelings of guilt are normal. I've had them too, and it isn't something that you will stop feeling just because me or someone else tells you to. I respect that. Working through guilt takes a while because it is intricate and it's painful. We run from pain, and that's normal too. It took me a while to get a handle on guilt. It took a lot of work. But for myself, it was a matter of acknowledging that when she was alive, I did the best I could with the resources I had, and that my intentions were good. Being moms doesn't give us control of the world and the people around us. Things happen outside of our control all the time. That doesn't make us incompetent, and it certainly doesn't mean that we have to throw away a holiday meant for us. So if you're dealing with guilt today, I see you. There's a handout that I've added to Journey Through Grief's website that you can go get for yourself. I've included the link in the video notes. I want you to take that handout and work through the prompts. It may help you. If you feel inspired, I'd love to hear back on whether the form helped you or didn't help you. Number 3, I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you to write down a memory of one of your favorite Mother's Days when your child was still here. Maybe they made something for you at school. Maybe they tried to cook you a meal. If you lost a baby before birth, I want you to take the paper and write down one item that you were looking forward to doing with them after they were born. The purpose of this exercise is not to upset you or make you cry. The purpose is for you to see that you have one of many happy memories attached to this child because you're a mom, period. Then I want you to hold on to that piece of paper as a reference. When you start finding yourself combating guilt, sadness, or the other myriad of emotions you face, pull out that paper and remind yourself of the happier things. Does it seem too simple? Yes. Will it fix the whole problem? Definitely not, but it's a start. When I work with people as part of our coaching program, this is one of our exercises. We prepare an inventory of the happy memories so that we can use them to combat pain. But again, it's all a process, a journey. So let me recap. You're a mom. Wear it proud. You've earned it. You have the right to say you don't want to talk about why you're upset today or any other day. When people wish you a happy Mother's Day, just say thank you and move on. When you start to cry, default back to that happy memory that you wrote on the paper. If they see you cry, just tell them it's a hard day for you. You owe no further explanation. And finally, guilt, anger, frustration, sadness, and the other emotions you feel are normal and expected. Living in them for a long period of time means that you need to assess whether you're ready to work through these or to talk to someone about it. While you may feel alone, there are many people out there who can relate and want to support you, me being one of them. Thank you for watching this video. I hope I said something that resonated with you. And for both bereaved and traditional Mother's Day, here's a toast to you, to us. We deserve it.